Welcome to Wuthering Waves Easter Egg Blind Box. Chisa actually boasts a one-of-a-kind, richly detailed design. Every character in this game only has 3 idle animations. But Chisa has a 4th. When you zoom the camera in as close as possible, it triggers the game's one and only hidden idle Easter egg. It's like she realizes you're admiring her through the screen. She shyly turns her face away. Truly a dimension-breaking interaction. But her plunge attack landing lag reveals an even more interesting detail. Here, she'll reach down to adjust her loose loafer, making it fit better. This seemingly insignificant little gesture actually means Chisa's feet and loafers are separately modeled. After all, no other character has modeled feet inside their boots. No wonder the cameraman in the story goes crazy with close-ups of her feet. Truly mastered Shinkai's style. Chisa's hair dynamic nodes are more numerous and denser than other characters, so her hair looks especially smooth in motion. Even her bangs are packed with dynamic flair. Not to mention she has the most unique lock-on with damage mechanic. Just tap the lock-on button, and anyone within your line of sight stare them down. By the way, Chisa's scan skill also deals damage, so when you're hunting animals in the wild, one scan is all it takes for a one-click wipeout. Even those Windchimer's collectibles you have no clue where to find can be instantly scooped up with a single scan. And you can even trigger this scan by holding dodge. It doesn't count towards your resonant skills cooldown. Additionally, she also has the unique ability of mid-air consecutive dodges. You can even drag monsters around like they're on a leash while airborne. Plus, she's got the game's absolute strongest crowd control. Even the aerial downward slash in her chainsaw form, with its visual impact and sheer satisfaction, feels just like the Greatsword's True Charge slash from Monster Hunter. Chisa has the most daily idle animations in Wuthering Waves. Beyond the close-range hidden Easter egg mentioned earlier, she's got little moments like casually sipping coffee, trying her hand at baking pastries, or sitting quietly in a shop flipping through a novel. Every animation wraps players in a warm, homey vibe. The novel Chisa's reading here is actually a nod to Agatha Christie's Murder on the Orient Express. Turns out, she's a mystery fan too. In addition, for the book she pulls out in one of her idle animations, you can immediately tell it's Detective Conan just from the cover. That Mr. Mystery stands out prominently. Meanwhile, the speech bubble popping up next to her is a nod to Conan's Rum's Three Suspects arc. Every character silhouette inside lines up perfectly, and Chisa even points out the real culprit. In another one of Chisa's idle animations, there's a sweet scene where she plays with a little black cat. If you've seen Encore's story, you might remember, this black cat is exactly the cartoon avatar of Rover. I can't help but feel like Chisa really adores this little furball. In this idle animation, the cat's paws always end up resting on Chisa's hands. This is actually a common quirk known as the cat paw on top rule. It seems to be an innate instinct for kittens. Speaking of idle moments, during the ending scene where you swing with Chisa, if you linger around and refuse to leave, she'll unlock a new line. Even better, if you get up and then sit back down later, you'll trigger a hidden line too. It's just because I like you. When taking a photo, you say to Chisa,
等一下，记得看镜头。
我会的。
but she still can't help but steal a quick glance at you. Her girlish crush practically oozes through the screen. Not to mention, during the ending conversation, her originally heavy steps start to lighten up. It's obvious she had such a great time with you. No wonder when Abby first meets Chisa, he shoots Rover a meaningful look. The ahoj on his head even twists into a little heart shape, as if saying, dude, who's the pretty girl you've charmed this time, At the end of the story, when the shorekeeper asks about your condition, pick the second option and pretend to be really unwell. You'll get to see Chisa's angry yet worried expression. She's fussing because she cares about you. When you're alone with Chisa, a trophy pops up. When cherry blossoms fall, should you watch from below or the side? This actually blends 2 classic works. One is 5 centimeters per second. The speed of falling cherry blossoms is 5 centimeters per second, and the other is the rising fireworks should we see it from the side or the bottom. If you've heard Uchiage Hanabi, you'll definitely recognize this film. Both are classic youth romance stories. When this trophy unlocks here, you know exactly what that means. Actually, there's another shot that reveals Chisa's feelings. Whenever she faced anyone, she could never see their faces. It's just like Shuya in A Silent Voice, who can't make out others' faces. This is a sign of inner isolation. Even when she first met Rover, it was the same. It wasn't until she experienced your redemption that, by the ending, Chisa truly opened her heart and finally saw your face clearly. But she still holds on to that girlish fluster and shyness, her eyes wandering involuntarily instead. Until one day, a capybara tells you Chisa actually sneaks a quiet look at your sleeping face while you're asleep. I think this must be proof of a girl's budding crush.
碎波的夏夜里，我许下的心愿。
However, the attention to detail in 2.8 goes far beyond this. So welcome to Blurred's brand new column, Wuthering Waves Easter Egg Blind Box. At both ends of the overpass next to the cafe, there are kids hiding and playing hide and seek. When you get close to them, an option pops up. Found you. This is actually a nod to anime Anohana, the flower we saw that day. Gather all 3 kids nearby, and you'll unlock the hidden trophy. The flower we saw that day. Second, Wuthering Waves actually put in extra polish and hidden details. There's a set of time-limited dialogue options in the main story. The lines Rover says to Chisa seem identical at first glance. But after progressing through a chapter, you'll notice Rover's voice lines change based on the choice you made much earlier. Like, if you went with the first choice here, this is what you'll hear later.
不要去！
别过去！
Opt for the third one, it switches to a different line.
不要去！
回头，拉住我！
Since this Easter egg only shows its difference after skipping a whole chapter, barely anyone in the entire community has caught on to it so far. Yet Kuro still bothered to craft this subtle branching detail. Third, those gacha machines on the map actually let you claim real reward. You can even net a strike for pulls from them, and passersby nearby will call you Super Hanami level lucky, which is a nod to Danganronpa's Super High School level lucky. Fourth, the map ecology has leveled up again this time. When we pass by the dandelions, you'll actually trigger dense dandelions drifting with the wind. It feels like the whole world has come alive. The in-game performance is even more stunning than in video. Definitely go experience it for yourself. Besides that, things like scattered leaflets and pink petals are also rendered naturally. The key point is the quantity and density. They're basically sucking dry my PC's performance. The open world is dynamic and ever-changing. After clearing the main story, head to Blackshore's error cell. You'll find everyone mourning the fallen Sumika, and unlock the hidden trophy, proof that she existed. Also, some NPCs' lines have been changed accordingly, like the robots in Blackshores will say, "You're the big hero who saved Honami." Sixth, in the park, there's a mutually fond but awkward couple. They need your help to open up to each other. Talk to them, and you'll unlock the trophy. When supernatural confessions became commonplace, which is a nod to the anime Inobato. Seventh, the roadside rocking car toys now feature super bouncy physics. They'll bounce back and forth when you walk by. The newly added plants also have realistic volume collision effects, while umbrellas sway and spin in the wind with perfectly intuitive physics. Even spherical objects like lanterns can be pushed. With all these physics enhancements, you can literally play soccer in-game now. Eighth, after clearing the main story, talk to the passersby at the entrance to learn that Plachia's hometown is Hanami, and unlock the trophy Homecoming Hesitation. The title comes from Song Jiwon's poem Crossing the Han River. And Plachia's story was already foreshadowed as early as version 1.3. Back then, you could meet her at the flower house. She said her hometown had been destroyed amid lamentations, and the only thing she could do was plant the balloon flowers from her hometown in the house, clinging to the memories of days gone by. You can catch her sitting on the terrace in the middle of the night, gazing into the distance and longing for her hometown. All of these were foreshadowed a year ago. Now she has finally admitted outright that Honami is her hometown. Even a random roadside NPC's backstory has had foreshadowing built up for a full year. Ninth, there are tons of stone lanterns. One of them is extinguished, lighted up, and you'll meet a Yakuza capybara. Its character is a gang leader, and the song it's singing is a nod to the iconic scene of Kiryu, the protagonist from Yakuza. Tenth, there are many umbrellas scattered across the map, but only one of them is frozen in crystal. Interact with it, and you'll get to read a youthful, fantastical, yet sorrowful letter, along with unlocking a hidden trophy, which is a nod to light novel author Yuki Yamami's work The Tunnel to Summer, The Exit of Goodbye. 11th, there are many capybara manhole covers scattered across the map, but only one of them makes a sound. Interact with it, and it will spin open, unlocking the trophy Ninja Capybara Invincible. This is a direct nod to the Ninja Turtles. After all, the turtles live in the sewers in the story. 12th, on your way to New Map's entrance, you'll spot 2 people arguing over whether Chisa or Camellia is stronger. Talk to them, and you'll get the trophy Mysterious Scissor Girl. Even better, you'll find this puckish legend printed on random leaflets around the city. 13th, there's a moment where a boy and a girl lock eyes on the stairs. You've already guessed this is a tribute to the ending of your name, yet the Easter egg also appeared in the shot during Chisa and Rover's interactions in the main story.
君の名前は
二人の間通り過ぎた風はどこから寂しさを運んできたの
And at the end, Capybara tells you a meteor crashed last night. This has further deepened my impression of recalling this scene. 14th, the new drink in the story, when translated to Chinese, actually means Dr. Namapan. It's a parody of the classic American soda Dr. Pepper. Super nostalgic, right? 15th, when Chisa unleashes her ultimate, she measures a distance with her hand. The geometric pattern here is the mathematical Fibonacci spiral, also known as the golden spiral or golden ratio. Coincidentally, one of her skill damage values is 61,803, which is exactly the value of the golden ratio. After learning about Chisa's condition, you can trigger her past memory on the terrace. Don't fly past it like I did. This scene revisits her daily life during her recovery. There's a talking black cat next to the cafe. It says, "You and Chisa are both outsiders," warning you not to be assimilated here. This is a nod to Spirited Away, where Chihiro stumbles into a spirit world. If you switch to Japanese, you'll find the cat refers to itself as Wagahai. This is a direct reference to Morgana from Persona 5. Talk to the cat, and you'll unlock the trophy teacher Black Cat. And if you look nearby, you'll find a little girl teasing a cat. Interact with them, and a whole bunch of cats will gather, unlocking the trophy. Rainbow Cat. 19th. In the epilogue, when Shorekeeper is having coffee with everyone, Rover asks, how does this coffee compare to the strong tea from before? This is a callback to version 1.3, when Shorekeeper tried tea for the first time and thought it was unpleasant.
好苦。
Turns out Rover actually remembers all these little details. 20th. What surprised me most was Camelia's appearance. When the fellows from Black Shores gathered together, it really gave off a warm feeling of home.
你就是天下。你好。
No wonder the passerby were all saying Camellia would win. I finally get it now. 21st. The phone booths can randomly connect you to conversations with different characters. Old pals like Kyuyuan, Galbraina, Maji, and Rosemary. You might run into any of them. Notably, there's a calm female voice on the line. This is exactly Sumika. By the way, the amber item in the cafe mentions a guest number 3. That's also Sumika. There's another super subtle Easter egg you probably missed. A stranger on the booth is calling out a woman's name. If you ask him, "Where are you now?" he'll say he doesn't know. He can only keep calling that name. This scene is a reference to Norwegian wood, where Watanabe calls Midori on the phone. 24th. If you pull Chisa's signature weapon, you'll notice its effect changes color from red to blue. This color-shifting effect doesn't seem to work when other characters wield it. Maybe it's a Chisa-exclusive feature. 25th. The capybara hanging on the building give off a cute, clumsy vibe. This design is a homage to the panda climbing on Chengxi Road, Chengdu. So cute. 26th. When we first enter Honami City, a trophy will pop up. It actually comes from the title theme of game Nier Automata. This game has also collaborated with Punishing Grey Raven before. The plot setup where Chisa knocks on the vending machine is quite similar to Mikoto in a certain scientific railgun. Coincidentally, the ultimate of Booling also has similarities to Mikoto's abilities. This shows just how strong anime vibe is in the new version. 28th. When everyone was working hard, there was a Namipan slacking off in the corner. So cute. Wait, no, so annoying. By the way, there is a Namipan named Top Sales Champion. Quick question, do you play Wuthering Waves? For the Chisa standee, remember to click to check its description. It says, "This is the scariest Tacit Discord's killer in Hanami. How many seconds do you dare to hold eye contact with her?"
I dare to keep staring at her until the end of time.
30th. At the end of the story, when Rover wakes up, his hand is faded for a split second. What does this signify? I'll analyze this in my follow-up video. 31st. When you first enter the cafe, you'll unlock a trophy, Post-Apocalypse Cafe, which is a reference to the anime Post-Apocalypse Hotel. After enjoying the wonderful opening party, you'll get a trophy, The Story You Don't Know. This is the title of the ending theme from anime Bakemonogatari. It's the song playing in the video right now. When talking to the Namapan, it'll say, "Thousands of roads, safety first." This is a line from the radio broadcast in The Wandering Earth.
道路千万条，安全第一条。行车不规范，行人两行泪。
34th. Shota and Philip. They are a tribute to Shotaro and Philip from Kamen Rider. They're also battle partners.
Cyclone Joker!
Setting up a Basin Cafe and doing battle preparations there is very similar to the plot of Persona 5. Does it fit when paired with this music? The female voice on the radio is very mysterious. It's most likely a new character for the future. And on the cafe terrace, you can also hear passersby mention a figure called the Shrine Maiden. This is also very likely an upcoming character. 38th. The 4484 phone you find in the event is a joke referencing 8848 titanium phone from years ago. 39. Every dialogue option you choose when talking to Chisa gets a different response. Notably, the third option is missing a line. So I'll just show you the first two options. Extra content for free.
我小时候曾把辛苦写了一个假期的作业弄丢了。虽然父母老师都没说什么，但我自己难受了很久。从此就养成了做完什么及时存好的习惯。我小时候每个暑假都有凉扇、西瓜和老电视陪着度过。我也喜欢看电视里的动画，然后好奇和向往那些特别的世界。
The Easter eggs I've covered are just a little for version 2.8. There are many references to works like Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, Song of Seiya, Slam Dunk Dark Souls, and more. I couldn't fit them all into the video due to time constraints, so I apologize to everyone. If you found more details, feel free to share them in the comments. Alright, did this video cover any Easter eggs you missed? If yes, I hope you'll drop a like. I'll decide whether to continue updating the column based on your feedback. This is your Blurred. Hope you can come across my videos again next time. Bye.